Ollie.
Morning.
You got the result against Brighton last weekend. How important is it for you that you start to see an improvement in performance starting on Sunday?
Well, results will always be a consequence on the performance you put in. So the more we improve our performance, the bigger our chance is to win. Of course, the players are getting fitter, getting sharper and stronger. And even though we're a few games behind the rest of them in that respect, we hope to see improvement and probably need to, especially from the league games.
Having conceded 5 goals this season, how much of a concern is it to be facing Harry Kane, who's already scored 6?
I think every coach, when you play against a team with the quality that they have, but also with Harry Kane, of course, you prepare really well. And Harry is one of the top strikers in the world, and you're just happy that he's back fit after the injury he had last year. But we'll do our best to keep him quiet. We've got a Harry back there as well that is looking forward to playing against his international mate.
James Cooper.
Good morning, Ollie.
Hiya.
Monday's deadline, as I'm sure you know all about, and I know you won't talk about other people's players or name names, but how confident are you that you will get a new face or new faces to strengthen your options?
Well, I'm not going to go into the transfer window now, and because of course all my focus is on Sunday's game. But the club's always working hard to have a strong as possible squad, and if something happens in or out, you'll get to know.
Simon Stone.
Hi, Ollie.
Hiya.
It's been noticeable that you and Jose have had a little digs at each other this week, with him mentioning when you won your Brighton game and you mentioning the fact that they got through to the EFL Cup without a 4th round without playing a game. Do you enjoy that side of it? And Jose seems to particularly like it. Is it something that you enjoy and find quite amusing?
We are in strange times at the moment, and you've got to look. Sometimes you've got to have a bit of fun as well, and it's just a couple of innocent comments. So for me, Jose is a very charismatic coach and manager, and you've enjoyed in the media talking to him. I've enjoyed watching him, and he's a winner. So, but I'm not one of these that really go into all these call it the mind games. I've got ultimate respect for him as a coach, and of course his results and everything he has given football.
James Talksport.
Sorry, Simon wanted more there, I think.
Okay, Simon.
All I was going to say is this will be 95 games since you replaced him. How much progress do you think you've made in that time?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm the right one to talk about progress or where we're at, but of course I've had my view on what I wanted to do, and I've had the backing from the club to go with my plans and vision, and I think we're all different. So we've given young players a go. We've also let many good players go. So other people can probably assess that progress, but I'm enjoying working in this environment.
James Talksport.
Ollie, Mason Greenwood's been left out of Gareth Southgate's England squad. What did you make of that decision? I imagine you're happy to have him around for the next 2 weeks at Carrington, but do you think he's already been punished enough?
Mason is one of the top strikers of the future for England, and I'm sure he's going to play many games for England. This now obviously has been a learning curve for him. Mason has to reflect on where he's at, what he needs to do, how to get to where he wants to get. And I can't say I had a very, very nice chat with Gareth about our players, the England possibles. And of course, as I said earlier on here, I think games at this point is important for players to get so minutes, but we'll get loads of training into Mason. And I respect Gareth's decision, definitely.
Ian Parker.
Morning, Ali. Can you just update us whether or not there's any injury or team news updates for Sunday's game? There's been 1 or 2 reports about minor niggles in the squad.
Yeah, no, Harry had a knock after the league game, a big hole in his ankle. He should be okay. So apart from that, I think we're okay. No more injuries from the cup game.
David McDonald.
Hi, Ollie.
Hiya.
This transfer window, I think, has been 10 weeks long. Your rivals, the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, even Everton, have made multiple signings in that time. How is it acceptable that a club of United's wealth, stature, and ambition have made just one signing with 4 days to go in this window?
Well, we're when we're planning, you've got players here that we believe in. Of course, the transfer window is still open for a little while, and the club has been working and they know my view, and we were here to strengthen it in the long term as well. I'm not going to say what's acceptable or not for other clubs and teams in this difficult period, but we'll tell you when and if something happens.
Samuel Luckhurst.
Just following on from that, Ole, you said in April that the club could exploit the market, and you said, I think after the Sevilla game, that the depth needed strengthening in the squad as well. Fans are getting very, very frustrated about the lack of signings. Do you think that something needs to change if you can't do any business in the next few days?
I think my wording in during lockdown, exploit, was a bad word by me, because I didn't mean that in that respect. I meant there might be clubs out there that and players out there that have to move because of the situation, and it might be something interesting for us. It's at the moment we've not had what's the word here now? There's not been those situations. Of course, we've lost loads of money, as the other clubs have as well. So, and when I talk about the squad depth, we got a big squad. Of course, the performances last season didn't warrant me giving too many of them more options, because I think the 11, 12, 13 players that really played well, they deserve to play more, and that means when you don't play, you don't get the fitness and sharpness that you need to knock on the door to get into the team. I think it's a different scenario now. After 2 games already, I've seen many of the other players that didn't play too much last season performing really well.
Paul Hurst.
Hi, Ollie. I know you said you've got ultimate respect for Jose, but he was saying the other day that you would prefer to play with a 22-yard box rather than an 18 one. And obviously the inference there was that you're kind of over-reliant on penalties. Is that unfair on your part?
No. The rules are as they are in football, aren't they? And, I didn't really think more about that one than it's more for you and the media, and I think it's important that we have a bit of entertainment as well. And Jose has always, throughout the years, given us all some fantastic moments in football, both in his press conferences and on the pitch. So, but as a striker, I didn't mind how big the box was. When I got in there, it was just a strike on goal.
Laurie Whitwell.
United were active up until deadline last summer in the market, active up until deadline in January. How is it that we're in this position again? I mean, I know that I only work when I get towards the deadline, but for a club of Manchester United stature, how is this the situation again? And how important is it, if you don't get the signings that you want, to look long term and try and put those relationships in place now so that the signings can come quicker, the guys that you want?
The main thing now, obviously, is to get results on the pitch. We need to get results, and how are we going to get results on the pitch? There's many ways of improving a team, and we're working now here behind inside the four walls and on the pitch to get better on the pitch. We need to get better. The players we've got, I keep reading about players that should be playing instead of the ones that are playing, and because they're performing well in the games, they get chances. So that tells me I've got a strong squad as well, and there's players out there that warrant more. Of course, we need to keep fit and keep injury free, but I feel there's more and more competition for places here now. Yeah, there might be some players that haven't played as much as they like because of the form of the front four, but we need results. That's the only way to affect the mood in a club, players, the staff. All the other, they're just short-term moods as well.
Okay, we have last question for James Ducker, please.
Ollie, quite a lot of your ex-teammates now have been very, very vocal in the media. Patrice Evra on the way the club approached negotiations. Gary Neville said it's appalling they haven't done more for you to get players in. Darren Fletcher's been critical. Rio Ferdinand's been critical. Do you feel, given what you did last year, 3 semi-finals, getting the team into third, that there is a grave danger that if more players aren't coming of the right quality, that you miss a massive opportunity during what is a clear rebuilding process?
Well, as I said here, the results, we have players to get results as well. And Patrice, Rio, Gary, Fletch, they've always been welcome here to talk to me instead of doing their jobs. It's their jobs, so we can allow them to do their jobs. But we're all wanting Man United as high as possible, and it's my job. So that's what I'm working with.